Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Louder please. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Louder please. Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Louder. Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Shri Shri Gauranitai. Jaya Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jai Srila Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bal Nitai Gaur Hari Bal Gaur Hari Bal Nitai Gaur Hari Bal Hari Bal Nitai Gaur Hari Bal. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Ashtottara Shatasri Srimati Divine Grace Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. ISKCON founder Acharya, BBD founder Acharya, savior of the whole world, Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Ashtottara Shatasri Srimat Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की. श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की. ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की. मथुरापुरी धाम की. पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की. श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की. गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, भक्ति देवी की, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की. श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की. श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की. श्री श्री गौर निताय की, श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की, प्रेम विवर्त की, शिल जगदानंद पंडित की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutali Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshuronmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamaiham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. जय नगर से आए प्रभु जी मुझे एम्पावरमेंट देने के लिए. थैंक यू फॉर ऑल द वे कमिंग. So welcome to our afternoon discussion, continuation of last time's discussion on Prema Vivarta, which is written by Srila Jagdanand Pandit, Satyabhama in Krishna Leela, and Jagdanand Pandit is famous character in Shri Chaitanya Leela. Last time we discussed the 20th chapter up to 37th verse. We'll continue ahead. So the next topic is Koti Prayaschitta Nama Tulya Nahe. Millions of atonements are not equal to the name. The highest glories of the holy name. Holy name stands supreme in all the different ways of attaining the Lord. The glories are unlimited. If only we perfect in this, chanting the holy name, nothing else is required. Taramadhe Sarvasreshta Nama Sankirtan Niraparadha Nama Laile Pabe Premadhan. I was just reading Garga Samhita before coming here. So Gargachari is telling Nanda Maharaj in Krishna's Namakaran Vidhi, the meaning of name Krishna. So Ka, then Ru, then Sha, then Sha, Na and A. Like that. So each word has a meaning, which I don't remember immediately. Similarly, Radha also, Ra, A, Dha, A. So Dha is Dhara, the Bhu Devi, potency of the Lord. Then first Ra, Ra is Rama. So that is Shri, potency of the Lord. Then A is, I think, Gopikas. So that is Leela Shakti of the Lord. And one more A, last A, which remained now? Bhu, Leela, Shri, one more remained. So that potency. So four potencies of the Lord are there in your daughter's name. This is to Gargacharya. This is to Vrishabhanu Maharaj is telling on the bank of Yamuna. Vrishabhanu Maharaj and Kirtida Mataji. Gargacharya is telling the meaning of Radha word. So just this Radha and Krishna themselves are so powerful names. And he said this is a Mahamantra kind of. Because so many words are there. Ka, Sha, Ru and all that. 6 are there. So Shadaishwarya Purna Lord, all his potency are there in the word Krishna. So that's why this boy is called as Krishna, and similarly Radha. So we are chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. 8 times we are calling to Radharani and 8 times to Krishna. So much potency we develop. Unfortunately, because of ignorance and aparadhas, we don't get full benefit in one sense. If only we get rid of our agyan, ignorance, and our aparadhas, so much potency. Just like every day by honoring prasadam, we see so much strength. Tushti pushti shuddhapayo, as Bhagavatam says. So we are satisfied that problem of hunger, so much torture before starting prasadam, that's relieved. Pushti, you get so much physical strength, and kshuddhapaya, the hunger is gone. So physical, mental satisfaction as well as hunger is gone. So likewise, by everyday chanting, 16 rounds in one sense are more than enough. 27,648 holy names. As such, unlimitedly also if we chant is less only. But holy names potency is unlimited. If only we get rid of our ignorance and offenses, we will be able to derive a lot of strength. Just like the same example of food, if somebody has worms in his stomach, unfortunately same nutritious food which should give him tushti pushti shuddhapayo, but unfortunately he doesn't get much. Rather he feels no strength only because of the worms in his stomach. Similarly, there are worms in our heart. I was hearing today morning His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj lecture, mm, 35th lecture of 1998. So there Maharaj says that describing Jesus' concept of if you have faith of the size of mustard seed, you can tell the mountains to move and the mountains will move. So Maharaj was elaborating on this. Very nice. I felt very nice. He said that so we have a huge mountain in our heart, mountain of lust. Then we have another huge mountain in our heart, mountain of anger. Then another huge mountain of pride. Like that, all six he tells. So we have the range of mountains in our hearts. Very nice. So generally we hear na Sayadri, range of mountains. It's not just one mountain, mountain after mountain, mountain after mountain, all the way going somewhere from whatever Pain, Ratnagiri, all the way down to whatever Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. So mountainous range, Sayadri, separating this side Belgaum, Karnataka, and that side Goa and other parts. So like that we have mountain range of mountains in our heart. And if we have faith in the words of spiritual master and scriptures, and we tell these mountains to move, these mountains will move. These huge mountains of lust, pride, greed, envy, anger, illusion, all will be removed. They will move and will be removed if only we have faith. Unfortunately, faith is not there. We doubt so many things. Mm. Even after taking initiation from spiritual master, we and in parampara, like Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, many people don't have faith in Prabhupada's books, Prabhupada's words, and they say, done with it, I know it. So, like that kind of neglect to the Acharya's words and thereby revealing one's lack of faith will not lead to the desired result of having that mountainous faith or even sides of the seed, mustard seed side faith. That is enough for moving these mountains. So we don't get enough then. We don't get the whole strength which is available in all this because of our lack of faith. So faith should be increased. So faith means elsewhere in Sri Bhajan Rahasya, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains the 7 benefits of the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. चेतोदर्पणमार्जनम भवमहादावाग्नि निर्वापणम श्रेय कैरव चंद्रिका वितरणम विद्यावधो जीवनम आनंदांबुधिवर्धनम प्रतिपदम पूर्णामृत आस्वादनम सर्वात्म स्नपनम. These 7 benefits, he compares this sankirtan to the fire, and in that there are flames, which are like tongues of the fire. You know, the tongues kind of structure is there. So 7-tongued fire of sankirtan yagya. So anybody who has faith in these 7 benefits of chanting the holy name, he is really is on the faith platform. Ado Shraddha, in the beginning Shraddha. So this is what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains. So many times we are having completely kind of aversion towards holy name. Oh, no bliss in this chanting the holy name. Anandambudhi Vardhanam is saying, the ocean of bliss is ever on increase. And we, at the onset only, we think no pleasure in this last thing in life. So how would we then proceed? So we are not on the faith platform also properly. Faith is very weak. Yahara komala shraddha, se kanishta jan, krame krame te ho bhakta, hoi be uttam. So we are kanishtas then, if we don't have faith in the holy name. So holy name is so powerful. Unlimited glories of the holy name, but we'll see something from here. Please repeat. Shastre koti koti, प्रायश्चित्त आछे कहे, किंतु कृष्ण कीर्तनेर तुल्य के नहे. Millions of atonements are mentioned in the scriptures, but they are not equal to chanting Krishna's name. We know 6th canto begins with that only. Shukdev Goswami testing Parikshit Maharaj, who was feeling compassion after hearing 26th chapter of 5th canto. That time it was not like 26th chapter, but the end of 5th canto. So he was considerate, compassionate. How would they be delivered? Those who go to hell for whatever sinful activities they committed out of ignorance. So then Shukdev Goswami, before getting to the point, he tests our Parikshit Maharaj by saying, by Parayaschitta, by atonement. But then he says, Manne Kunjara Shauchavat. But I consider it to be like an elephant bathing in the water. And after coming out, then he just rolls in the ground and puts the dust with his trunk all over his body. So what's the use of that? So Shukdev Goswami is happy. So there is no need of any other atonement than the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. That is end all and be all. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samhatma Sudurlabha. So Archa Vigraha Sarvamiti Samhatma Sudurlabha. One who has conviction that the deities of the Lord, Archa Vigraha in the temple, they are end all and be all. If only I worship them. So Pratima nahe tumi Krishna nahi tumi Sakshat. Rajendra Nanda, son of Nanda Maharaj, Yashodamai, he is standing over there. And Rishabhanu Maharaj and Kirti Mata, their daughter is standing there. What more is required? And son of Shachi and Jagannath Mishra, and son of Hadai Pandit and Padmavati, mother, he is standing in the form of Gaur Nitai. So what else is required? So one can just, any problem, one can just go in front of the deities and reveal heart, saying that I'm not able to overcome this difficulty, or I have this problem, whatever. So they are there, they are listening, and they will remove one from that problem if one has faith. So Archa Vigra Sarvamiti Samahatma Susudullabha. Srimad Bhagavatam Sarvamiti Samahatma Susudullabha. Krishne Swadhama Upagate Dharma Jnanadhibi Saha Kalo Narashtadrusha Mesha Puranarko Adhunoditaha. After Krishna left for Golok Vrindavan, completing his pastimes over planet Earth with religion and knowledge and other great personalities with him. Then, for all the people who were drowned in the darkness of ignorance, to relieve them of that darkness of ignorance, again Krishna manifested now in the form of a brilliant sun, in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, if only we have faith in Srimad Bhagavatam, I just have to read Srimad Bhagavatam repeatedly and attend morning Bhagavatam first of all. That is the easiest thing, because this goes on, we have to just come and sit over there and hear with submission, hear with inquire submissively, and then render service as per the guidance that Srimad Bhagavatam is giving daily through the different speakers empowered by Vyasdev. So then that is next. And the last is Shri Harinama Sarvamiti Samahatma Su 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 Durlabha. Kalikale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar Nam Haite Haya Sarva Jagata Nistar. In Kali Yuga, Krishna has appeared in the form of holy name to deliver everybody. If only one chants the holy name, everybody in the creation will be delivered. And holy name is the easiest possible way of approaching the Lord. Anybody, anytime, anywhere. That is holy name. For Vasudev is anyway there in Golok Vrindavan, in Vaikuntha world. And Archa Vigraha we need second initiation. Then for that also we should have a name in the schedule, and the Pujari should allow, the head Pujari. And then also only 1, 2, 3 can go inside. All cannot at once just crowd over there. And afternoon now, time like this, we cannot do service to them, at least physically. Then Srimad Bhagavatam also cannot be taken to some places like toilet. We cannot keep reciting verses there through Bhagavatam book. But holy name can be chanted by anyone, anytime, anywhere. So holy name is the most merciful appearance of the Lord. And all the potencies of the Lord are invested in the holy name. What more is required? So many potencies Lord has. He is I was reading in Garga Samhita only. I think sixth chapter talks about how Kamsa conquered different demons. In Mahishmatipur, in Pragjotishpur, Bhaumasur, he when he challenged, then one after other he sent Pralambasur, Trunavat, then one more, one, two, three more, and Kamsa finished them off very easily, very easily. And seeing such valor of Kamsa, then at the end Bhaumasur said, without fight only, he said, I surrender to you. Hmm, I'm joining your party. Similarly, when he went to Mahishmatipur, there was the king who was very powerful. His son, he had five sons. This Chanur, Mushtik, Shal, Toshal, and what? One more. Kut, I think. Kut. So these five were his princes, and they were very famous wrestlers. They would take pleasure in the wrestling like anything. So when Kamsa went to Mahishmatipur, he challenged them. I challenge you for this. And condition is, if I get defeated, I will become your servant. But in case you get defeated, you have to become my servant. They said, fine. They were quite hopeful of winning over Kamsa. They they were very powerful wrestlers. So one by one they came, and the way the Kamsa fought with them, and just put them to dust. They surrendered. All five brothers became his servants. Like that, he went all over the place. The other day, I think he told about when he went to the ocean, there was this Agasur in the form of huge serpent, and he was licking on his tongue, and he was also producing hissing sound. And Kamsa went and challenged him, and they both fought. So he stung Kamsa, but Kamsa was unaffected. Rather, he punched him, put him to dust, and then picked him up and put around his neck like a garland. And he was walking on the beach, sea beach, like that. And then came Putana, knowing that my brother was defeated by this fellow. So she came to challenge. Then he said, "Come on, you're a woman. I don't like to fight with women. You see, this Agasur has become now my brother. You also become my sister. That will be better for you." So then she thought, okay. So she also joined. So Kamsa is so powerful, and we know how Krishna killed him in one punch only. Krishna just finished him off. So much so that everybody was thinking that maybe momentary unconsciousness, and the moment he comes to consciousness, he will fight with Krishna with all valor, because everybody knew Kamsa was so powerful. But then he was not getting up, and Krishna wanted to ensure everyone that he's dead. Don't think he will ever come to consciousness. He is not unconscious, he's dead. So for that reason, Krishna caught him by his hair and dragged him all throughout the wrestling arena. Everybody wondering, why is he not coming to consciousness? Why is he not retaliating? Then they understood. Kamsa is no more, dead. So Krishna in one punch finished him off. What strength Krishna has. So reading that chapter, hearing the glories of his power of Kamsa, and then such Kamsa was killed by Krishna. What strength Krishna has. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Namnam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis. Lord has invested all his potencies in all these names. And association, sadhu sang. Real sadhu sang means what? Datra dara niyamita smaranena kala. Durdaiva midrushamiha janina anuragaha. I'm so unfortunate, O Lord. As far as your kindness, you have invested all your energies in each one of these holy name. And what a rascal I am, what anfortunate fellow. I don't have any taste only for chanting this. I have not developed any attachment only. This is what is called as sadhu sangha, according to Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Sri Bhajan Rahasya. Anybody who reaches this conclusion, that what a unfortunate fellow I am, Lord's kindness that he has invested such all his potencies, and my lowly nature, I am not able to get any attraction, attachment only. That is real sadhu sang. And then bhajana kriya means those four things: humility, tolerance, always giving respect to others, and never expecting even a iota, mustard seed like of any kind of respect for oneself. That person is really is called to be doing bhajan, one who has these four qualities. And then anatha nivrutti means no attraction to wealth, women, and followers. Absolutely no attraction. If at all these things come, wealth comes, that is all for Krishna. Women come, they are all meant for service of the Lord. And followers come, they are also Krishna's followers only. Nobody is mine. In fact, I was reading today, Samarpan Goprabhu happened to hear Maharaj lecture, one lecture of His Holiness Ratan Swamin. So he sent the notes to Radhesham Prabhu. I was reading today morning. So Maharaj says in that lecture that even Vyasasan that we sit on, no speaker should ever think that this is my asan. This is not my asan. This is Vyasasan. Vyas, who is the literary incarnation of the Lord. His asan. And he has very kindly allowed me to sit here without any qualification. I am still allowed to sit here. So let me represent him properly. Like that. For that I need strength. I learned like this. Is empowering and the blessings of the Vaishnavas. One should not have any pride in giving class. So such glories are there of devotional service. So nothing comes anywhere close to glories or potency of the holy name of the Lord. So what to speak of atonements? Millions of atonements are mentioned in the scriptures, but they are not equal to chanting Krishna's name. Next, 39th. Vasantiyani kotisto pavanani mahitale natani tattulyam natani tattulam yanti Krishna namanukirtane. All the millions of purifying acts present on earth are not equal to the purification of chanting Krishna's name. So nothing can, so many other ways are there, they never come close to even potency, purification caused by chanting the holy name. That shloka says, Koti Ashwamedha Madhe Eka Harinama Sreshta Sei Jai Kahe Sei Pashandi Dande Tare Yama. Anybody who says that 1 crore Ashwamedh Yagyas are equivalent to 1 Harinam, looks like, yeah, yes, holy name is so powerful. He says, anybody who says that, he is a determined thief, rascal number 1, and he will be punished by Yamaraj. Because 1 crore Ashwamedh Yagyas or 10 crore, 100 crore, billion crore Ashwamedh Yagyas can never come any time close to the potency of the holy name. Holy name is holy name. King of all the processes of worshipping the Lord. Next topic is Namagrahana Karir Papa Thakena. Sin does not remain in one who chants the name. Please repeat. Harinama Yata Papa Niraharana Kare Tata Papa Papi Kabhu Karite na Pare. The sinner cannot commit as many sins as are destroyed by chanting the Lord's name. So that's why no matter how sinful a person you come across, if he's chanting the holy name, you should know he's a devotee, he's a pure devotee of the Lord. Personally, we should not commit sins on the strength of the holy name. That will become 7th offense. That will remove the potency in our chanting. In a sense, that will reduce our chanting process, the potency in our chanting process, because we are in knowledge. But anybody else who is sinful outside and he chants the holy name, you can accept him as a devotee, pure devotee of the Lord. Just a matter of time, he will be purified. Because one cannot even imagine the amount of sin, cannot imagine, forget about performing, committing offense, committing sinful, but just cannot even imagine. And that much sinful reactions, sinful activities, reactions are at once nullified, removed by chanting one holy name. That's it. Namno asya yavati shakti पाप निर्हरणे हरेः तावत् कर्तुं न शक्नोति पातकं पातकी जनः. A sinful man cannot commit as many sins as can be destroyed by the power of the Lord's name. मनोवाक्काय ज पाप ततनाहि हय कलिते गोविंद नामे nahi haya kshaya. There is no sin committed by mind, words or body that the name of Govinda does not destroy. So many times we think that I am very sinful, so many sinful activities I have performed. No need to worry about all that. Just by chanting the holy name, everything is, all the reactions, everything is destroyed. So here, everywhere now onwards, I think the pattern is, he speaks in Bangla, a particular concept, and for that he quotes from some literature, mainly Hari Bhakti Vilas, where these slokas are quoted. They are from some Puranas and all that. They are in Sanskrit. So Bangla, Sanskrit, like that goes on. Tannasti karmajam loke Vagjam manasam eva va Yanna kshapayate papam Kalau Govinda Kirtanam. There is no sin committed by action, words, or mind that chanting Govinda does not destroy in Kali Yuga. So Govinda name is enough. Next topic is Name Sarva Roga Nasha Hoy. How many of you are having diseases? Yes, as such, Bhavarog we have, but within the body itself, so many problems are there. We keep facing them. Sometimes the problems may change, diseases, but the diseases are there always. The name destroys all sickness. Namek Sarva Vyadhi Dhvamsa Sarva Shastre Gaya Ogo Sthaneshwari Bhakta Bali He Maya. All scriptures say that the name destroys all sickness. O residents of Puri, I say this to you. Satya Satya Bolilaha Vishwasa Kariya Achyutananda Govindaye Nama Uchariya Kandiya Kandiya Daka Shri Madhusudana Sarvaroga Nashakare Shiranama Kirtane. Truthfully I say, chant with faith the names of Achyutananda and Govinda. With tears, shout the name of Madhusudan. By chanting the names, all sickness is destroyed. So with tears he saying, Kandiya Kandiya. This sometimes is lacking because of the pride which is coming from Jnana Beach in our heart, which we have received through Asatsanga of Jnanis. So because of that, there is a lot of pride in the heart, and with that pride, one cannot cry out while chanting. Because pride makes one feels superior, superiority complex. I am so great. So then how can one cry? Then those who are under us, they will cry. My God, I am tortured by this so-called person above me. So they are fortunate in that sense. Those who are getting tortured, they are very fortunate. They will cry. Just like when Haridas Thakur was going to jail, those people were unnecessarily caught by the king, who was a Muslim ruler, hater of Hindus, and they were crying there. Similarly, Jarasandh had caught around 20,000 kings. So they were also crying, and they sent one of the representatives, one person, go to Dwarka and plead to Krishna on our behalf. Please, Lord, rescue us. Otherwise, we will become Narabalis. This fellow is going to offer us to Kali. He will cut off our heads and offer the blood. What a horrible end. And so many of them at once. So they pleaded and Krishna rescued them. So crying is required. So in one sense, distress is very good. Distress makes one cry. Our defeat is very good. God, in defeat, we cry out to the Lord. There is no pride. One is defeated, he cannot have pride. Some fool can be defeated and still be proud also. But generally speaking, when we are defeated, we feel very lowly. We feel we are low. I don't have any strength. I don't have any intelligence. I don't have any of the powers. So that way it is good. But if somebody has all the opulences, I was hearing another lecture of His Holiness Radhanatha Maharaj 2-3 days back. So he was telling, if somebody has all the opulences, like 6 Aishwaryas Krishna has, like that, not to the degree Krishna possesses, but whatever degree. We have wealth, we have beauty, we have knowledge, we have fame, we have renunciation, all these opulences. But still he is humble. That means he has the mercy of the Lord. And I think that lecture, some other lecture I have heard from Radheshampuru Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanatha Maharaj, glorifying His Grace Krishna Chandra Prabhu for having such great amount of wealth coming from such nice family, very cultured family, and still being so humble. We have seen him practically standing in the Radha Gopinath temple and guiding the visitors how to go, because Sunday feast lecture or Sunday morning Bhagavatam, thousands of devotees sitting in that small hall, and there is hardly any place to walk through. So, but visitors just want to take darshan. So he would be the one who would be guiding them. And he would tell the devotee, Prabhu, please, Mataji, please, little bit, give him the way. Such a humble role. And similarly, in serving prasadam and other menial services. So somebody has all the 6 opulences or any of those opulences and still is humble, that means the mercy of the Lord is there, mercy of Guru is there. Because generally these things lead to pride. Maharaj quoted Kunti Maharani, Janma Ishwara Shruta Shribi, Yedamana Madapuman, that if one has high birth, learning, physical beauty, or intelligence, that at once one of these things are enough for one to become proud. Ought to speak of if one has all 4 or all 6 opulences. But if one has humility, so that humility is because of knowledge, and pride is because of ignorance. So one who hears from Guru, he is never proud. He understands all Krishna's gift. Anytime Krishna can take away all these opulences I have, any of the opulences I have. And Krishna can make us forgetful to the degree we will forget our name also. Somebody here says Sundarshyam Prabhu, and I will be paying deaf ears, thinking that who is that Sundarshyam Prabhu? Why is he not responding? Is he here? Why this fellow is saying Sundarshyam Prabhu? कौन है भाई? अरे उसको जाओ सुंदरश्याम प्रभु. अरे सुंदरश्याम प्रभु आप है आप, मैं, मेरा नाम सुंदरश्याम प्रभु है क्या? Krishna can make us. You know that what? Isha Mataji, na? Isha Mataji? Prabhupada disciple, that elderly lady. How many of you seen Isha Mataji? Video is there. She does not remember her. Nobody has seen. Come on, you have seen, I think. You must have seen. It's hardly of a few minutes. So they remind her of Niranjan Maharaj. Niranjan Maharaj, she's not able to recognize, though she met him. And her name Isha Mataji. Who is Isha? She's not remembering her name. Prabhupada disciple. And then Hare Krishna Mahamantra she remembers. That too, surprisingly, 3-4 tunes she sings. Tune itself, one tune to capture in music is so difficult. And 3-4 tunes. And by a person, elderly person, she was I think 80-90-year-old, by a person who has forgotten his own name and forgotten everybody else also. You must have seen, you remember? Yeah. How many of you remember Isha Mataji? Yeah, I think in the voice videos used to circulate earlier. Hardly a few minutes clip, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes clip. So you can maybe circulate again. It's very worth seeing how Lord can make us forget our own name. And that too, devotee, Prabhupada disciple faithfully. She was one of the elderly devotees in ISKCON even from day one. Like generally the devotees would come in like, 16, 18, that range, 20, 25. But she was that time itself something like 30, 35 from the beginning only. That way, quite elderly. So towards the end, she was all the more. But then, so we should never be proud of. Maharaj says that according to British parlance, there is a saying that don't be proud of borrowed plumes. In the middle of peacock feather, there is eye-like structure, very beautiful. So one may cut it nicely and put it on this eye and another on this eye. And one will say, hey, others will say, what a beautiful eyes you have, like that. But what is the use of that eyes? First of all, one should not be proud because these are not our eyes. They are peacock feathers eyes. But these are such eyes by which you cannot see also. If they are there on my eyes, if somebody says, can you see this? Can you read this? And then first let me remove this. Then I can read. So one should not be proud of borrowed plumes. So Kandiya Daka Shri Madhusudan Sarva Roga Nasha Kare Shira Nam Kirtan. So if only we are crying out, then it was helpful. Next, Achyutananda Govinda Namocharana Bhishitaha Nashyanti Sakala Rogaha Satyam Satyam Vadamyaham. Truthfully I say, chanting the names of Achyutananda and Govinda when in fear destroys all sickness. So whenever you feel fearful, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Even Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when in his childhood, small boy, he wanted to go and take some jamun from jamun tree. But there was a ghost sitting on that tree. So then he was scared. People said there is a ghost there. He will haunt you. But then some guard over there said, if you just chant the name of Ram, then Ram destroys ghosts. Ghosts cannot do anything to you. Then he would chant Ram, 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 Ram. He would go there and he would pluck out some jamun and he would eat them. Like that. So holy name of the Lord destroys all fear and all vyadis, all diseases also. Next topic is Name Mahapataki Pankti Pavan Hoy. Great sinners deliver their families by the name. महापातकी ओ अहर निशहरी गाने सुधा शुद्ध हय गण्य हय सुपंक्ति पावने. The great sinner is counted as pure by chanting the name day and night and delivers his family. So to the degree we feel I am sinful, to that degree we can keep chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, day and night, 24 hours. We may say, I am not so sinful. No, but to the degree lust attacks us, that means to that degree we are sinful. How is otherwise lust attacking? And to the degree we become angry, to that degree we are sinful only. To the degree we become proud, to that degree it proves that we are sinful only. To the degree we get illusion, it proves that we are quite sinful. To the degree we, which remain, lust, pride, greed, we feel proud, then we are sinful only. Any of the six anarthas, to any degree come in our heart, that means that is the result of our sinful activities. So that is in itself enough for us to become humble and then cry out to the Lord, chanting his holy names day and night. Mahapataka yuktopi kirtayen anisham harim शुद्धान्तः करणो भूत्वा जायते पंक्ति पावनः. Even the greatest sinner chanting constantly the name becomes pure in heart and becomes the deliverer of his family. So constant chanting is recommended. Harer namanu kirtanam. Anukirtanam means what? Kirtan after kirtan, kirtan after kirtan, non-stop kirtan. Unceasingly one has to chant. Constantly one should chant. One should not chant and say that end. 16 rounds is not the end. That is the beginning. His Holiness, I think Chandramouli Swami Maharaj says, real chanting begins from 17th round. वो प्रेम की माला है, बाकी तो सब फॉर्मेलिटी वाली माला है, क्योंकि गुरु महाराज in front of the Guru one had taken vow. For initiation you need to chant 16 rounds. For yatra you need 16 rounds. For having a counselor you need 16 rounds. For prasad and many other things you need 16 rounds. So these are rounds of formality. The real round begins from 17th round. So one should chant constantly. And as Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur says, anybody who chants more than 1 lakh Harinam, less than 1 lakh Harinam, is fallen, patit. Our goal should be to chant every day 1 lakh Harinam minimum. On the beats, off the beats, totally 1 lakh. Last time we had asked all of you to raise hand. So how many of you desire to chant 1 lakh Harinam daily in future? So for now, you should chant 17 rounds minimum daily. You must be chanting. Out of humility, you will not raise hand. So I will not ask also. But 17 minimum. And then keep increasing. And even if not on the beats, off the beats. Because off the beats, unlimited things can be achieved. Unlimited rounds can be achieved. Unlimited holy name. I was giving example of His Grace, our Sundarshyam Prabhu. How he keeps singing like that. If you want to sing, you can sing also. Prabhupada allowed Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu in Vrindavan. Said you don't have to chant 16 rounds. You have so much test for washing the vessels of Krishna Balram and dressing. So while dressing only you keep chanting and all that. And when you become old, you should sit down in one place and keep chanting throughout the day. And he did that exactly. So special concession. Not for us. We should chant minimum 16 good rounds. But eventually we should want to chant more and more rounds. Okay. Next is Bhaya O Danda Nivaran. The name destroys fear and punishment. Mahavyadhi Bhaya O Va Raja Danda Bhaya Narayana Sankirtane Nirantaka Haya. One is freed of fear of great sickness or fear of a king's punishment by chanting Narayan's name. Mahavyadhi Samachanno Rajavyadhopapiditaha Narayaneti Sankirtya Nirantako Bhaven. A person afflicted with great sickness or a person harassed by a king is freed of troubles by chanting the name of Narayan. Sarvaroga Sarvaklesha Upadravasane Arishtadi Vinashahaya Hari Ucharane. Disturbances caused by all types of sickness and all types of suffering, all misfortunes are destroyed by chanting the name of the Lord. So, devotees don't pray for getting rid of sickness. They pray that let me not forget you, Lord, no matter what happens in my life, what my body goes through, mind goes through, my existence goes through. Let me never forget you. Sarvarogopashamanam Sarvopadravanasanam Shantidam Sarvarishtanam Harirnamanukirtanam. Chanting the Lord's name destroys all sickness, all disturbances, all misfortune, and gives peace. So this is Harir Namanukirtanam. So continuous chanting. Yatha ativa yubale megha dure jai. This is Bangla. Yatha ativa yubale megha dure jai. Suryodaye tamonasha avashayi pai. Tatha sankirtita nama जीवेर व्यसन दूर करे स्वप्रभावे ये व्यास वचन. Just as clouds are removed by the strength of the wind and darkness is destroyed by the rising of the sun, chanting the name destroys all misfortune of the jiva by strength. This is the statement of Vyasa. Sankirtemano Bhagavan Anantaha. This is one sloka only. Sankirtamano Bhagavan Anantaha Shrutanubhavo Vyasanam hi pumsam Pravishya chittam vidhanoti ashesham Yatha tamorko abhram ivativataha. When people properly glorify the Supreme Lord or simply hear about His power, the Lord personally enters their hearts and destroys unlimited misfortune, just as the sun removes the darkness or as a powerful wind drives away the clouds. However, Acharya has also described our anarthas in the heart, compared them to demons in this context. Clouds and fog. Yes. So, like wind blows off the clouds and sun removes the fog, etc. So, likewise, Krishna Nam is like wind, you can say, or sun, as they will say. Huh? Ha. Yes. Animals flee just by loud roaring of a lion. So, their lion is also called Hari, and Hari's name only. So when Hari you roar, you are the Simha for that matter. Lord's name is Hari also, but you have to become lion. Like a lion, you have to roar. Say Hari! So all the animals of sinful reactions have run far away. They flee. Gone. Artava Vishanna Shithila Manabhita घोर व्याधि क्लेश आर ना देखे हित नारायण हरि बोली करे संकीर्तन निश्चय विमुक्त दुख सुखी से जन. Those seeing no hope in suffering from terrible disease, in pain, despair, weak mind and fear, by chanting the Lord's name becomes free of all suffering and becomes happy. Yesterday, Yogesh Prabhu, before leaving, I was telling him, somehow the topic came, I don't know what was the reason, but somehow then I was telling how His Grace Premnidhi Prabhu for 23 years is sick, chronic, what they call, fatigue, hereditary disease. From the ground floor of Radha Gopinath temple, if he comes to first floor, Brahmachari ashram floor, he feels as if he has climbed hundreds of floors. and he feels tired like anything. And 23 years the disease is going on. But still, so much faith and is going on. Similarly, that another personal servant of Maharaj, Govind, Gaur Govind? Gaur Govind Prabhu also, a lot of some diseases, some problems. But he is also in saffron and continuing to be a brahmachari, at home only staying. But then I was giving example of in that Baroda, I think, the two brahmacharis, Chatur Vishwarupa and Chaturatma Prabhu. So one left body, both His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj disciples, both kind of from childhood only on wheelchair. Mm. Everything was done by parents and they became brahmacharis, saffron brahmacharis. Very famous youth preachers, all the youth would recognize like that. And all throughout on wheelchair only, no question of standing up also. One of them left body, other one is there. So glorious. And then I was giving example of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Do you find him anytime getting discouraged? 2008 to now, how many years? 16 years. 16 years of such a deadly disease, in the sense that on the wheelchair only. For everything that Maharaj wants to do, at least one person is required. And many times 3-4 assistants are required. But never getting discouraged. For toilet, inside toilet, 4 brahmacharis are standing when Maharaj is responding to nature's call. Maharaj, and then they read out to emails also. Maharaj responds back, and Maharaj jokes with them and pulls their leg, saying, "What nonsense, you fellows!" Because they are disciple, no? Means foolish only. No? Disciple is fool only. There will always be some mistakes. So, who like if you just imagine you have to pass stool and one person is standing inside the toilet. I'm going to say, get lost. I already have constipation, and you fellow is like super ultra constipation. Get out of here. We cannot pass stool only. No, Maharaj is ecstatic. He's not on the bodily platform at all. Ecstatic. And he is not praying that, oh Lord, what is this? Please relieve me of this problem. And let me be able to dance. He's dancing on the wheelchair. Sometimes stands up also. And standing up means not himself he can stand up. 4 people have to, they knowing that he wants to stand up, that they have to help him. And then he will stand and playing kartal, he'll be singing. I think nowadays one Mahamantra also he cannot complete. In pieces. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya. And people have to recite. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale. So he cannot sing at a stage also complete Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But absolutely undisturbed. So much faith in the holy name and Guru's mercy. And just going on and on and on. And in fact, Maharaj completed Bhakti Vaibhav. I think latest news is he's going for Bhakti Vedanta. Completed Bhakti Vedanta also. Great. Many of us with all the bodily parts functioning properly, we are reluctant for Bhakti Vaibhav also. Forget about Bhakti Vedanta and other things. So there is no material impediment for holy name or for surrendering to Krishna. But only because of our Agyan and our other problems, we don't surrender to the Lord. So he says, though seeing no hope in suffering from terrible disease, in pain, despair, weak mind and fear, by chanting the Lord's name becomes free of all suffering and becomes happy. That next we want to see, I think. Arta vishannaha shithilascha bhita घोरेषु च व्याधिषु वर्तमानः संकीर्त्य नारायण शब्दमेकं विमुक्त दुःखः सुखिनो भवन्ति. Those suffering from terrible disease, those situated in pain, despair, weak mind and fear, by chanting the Lord's name once, one becomes free of all suffering and becomes happy. Asima Shaktimana Vishnu Tahara Kirtane Yaksharaksha Vetaladi Bhuta Preta Gane Vinayaka Dakinyadi Himsraka Samasta Palayana Kare Saba Dukkha Haya Asta By chanting the name of Vishnu endowed with unlimited power, Yakshas, Rakshasas, Vetalas, Bhutas, Pretas, Vinayakas, Dakinis, and other fierce creatures flee, and all suffering is destroyed. So they are really dangerous people, Bhutas, Shiva's associates, but they all fly, they all flee. Sarvanartha Nashi, Hari Nama Sankirtana, Kshudha Trishna Skalitadi, Vipadanashana. Chanting the Lord's name destroys all anarthas. It destroys hunger, thirst, stumbling, and other dangers. So if only we get focused, then this will be experienced. Otherwise, we may experience hunger, thirst during chanting also because of not having attention. So when mind is not focused in chanting properly, clearly, and hearing attentively, then mind is not there. So mind will be in the bodily platform. So then bodily needs, I'm feeling thirsty, I'm feeling hungry, like that will be the thoughts. Ihate samshaya yatha nishchaya tathaya namera vikramakabhu nahaya udaya. If there is some doubt about this, then the power of the name does not manifest. See, in the early days, if somebody knew, he will be so much in ecstasy, he will forget his hunger, thirst, and will keep on dancing and all that. How many of you experienced like that? Long, long ago. Raise your hand. And nobody experienced? Yeah, we all experienced it because we were very innocent. We were ecstatic. Hi, such sadhus, amazing. Temple, deities, prasad. We are appreciative of everything. Bhakti means appreciation. One definition of bhakti, Prabhupada gives. His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj says, the whole essence is, what he says? Absorption. He says absorption. And Prabhupada says appreciation. Both. If you have appreciation, then you will be absorbed. Without appreciation, how will you absorb? So because that newcomer is so appreciative, hey, this is so nice, temple is so nice, beautiful deities, dressing is nice, and nice this, nice that. Everything is nice. Everything high class. So that's why he can chant offenselessly and he experiences so much ecstasy. He forgets hunger, thirst, and leg problem. Legs may be paining for him, but he forgets. Whereas for us, legs are not paining still, mind gets into the legs and starts making pain in the legs. Fellow, this is too much going on. Why this fellow is not? What is the manager doing? Can't he stop this fellow? Guru Puja is gone to 8-7 now. रोको इसको, गला दबा दो इसका. मीन्स ये अंदर की आवाज है जो बाहर नहीं निकालते हम. गला दबाएंगे तभी तो उसका गला बंद होगा ना. गला बंद होगा यानी आवाज बंद होगा. मीन्स ही कैन रिमेन अलाइव बट आगे से ऐसी गलती नहीं करनी चाहिए उसने. और ज़्यादा हो गया तो मैनेजर का ही गला दबाना होगा. क्योंकि हाउ दिस डेयर रास्कल अलाउज दिस फेलोज टू गो ऑन लाइक दैट. उसका मित्र है इसलिए क्या. मैं जब गाता हूँ तो तुरंत बोलते हैं कि प्रभु 8-4 हो गए, बंद करो. और वो एक दिस फेलो 8-7 हो गए तो भी इसको ये नहीं कर रहे. तो ego centric thoughts, myself in center, then we cannot relish kirtan, and then the full potency of the holy name is not received, unfortunately. If there is some doubt about this, then the power of the name does not manifest. Vishwase namera kripa, avishwase nai, ye eka rahasya bhakta, janaha nischay. The name shows mercy to the person with faith and not to the faithless. O devotee, know for certain this secret. So we have to have faith. Let the holy name go on and on and on. Now we have this Sankirtan. Advertise was there, I think. 4th, 5th, 6th. Nice. We can absorb ourselves for hours and hours like that. Not just because of the tune and melodious voices. Anyway, those are many senior devotees. So they will be absorbed in chanting. They have absorbed themselves in chanting for years and decades. So such great souls are coming. And we can also with them experience the ecstasy of chanting the holy name. Holy name is end all and be all. Nothing else is required. Kirtana deva devasya Vishnor amita tejasaha Yaksharaksha vetala Bhuta preta vinayakaha Dakinyo vidravati smaye Tathanne cha simhakaha सर्वानर्थहरं तस्य नाम sankirtanam smritam. By chanting the name of Vishnu of unlimited powers, Yakshas, Rakshasas, Vetalas, Bhutas, Pretas, Vinayakas, Dakinis, and other Simhakas flee. One who chants the name destroys all anarthas. Nama Sankirtanam Krutva Kshutrit Prakskalita Dishu Viyogam Shighram Apnoti Sarvanarthairna Samshayah. By performing Nam Sankirtan in hunger, thirst, stumbling, etc., one quickly obtains relief from all anarthas. There is no doubt about this. So, no, don't doubt. He is saying, there is no doubt about this. No samshaya. So, you can say that I am very fallen, I may not be able to have this realization. But what Jagdanand Pandit is saying, Sanatan Goswami is saying, and Puranas are saying, it is true. Yes, there should not be any doubt. Kalikala Kusarpera तीक्ष्ण दंष्ट्रा हेरी भयना करियो भक्त शून श्रद्धा करी. Seeing the sharp teeth of the evil snake of Kali Yuga, do not be afraid, O devotee, listen with faith. Krishna Nama Davanala Prajwalita Hayya Se Sarpera Damstra Dagdha Karibe Feliya. The name of Krishna becoming a flaming forest fire will burn up the teeth of the snake. That snake only will be burnt. What to speak of his teeth? Teeth will automatically be burnt. Kalikala kusarpasya tikšnadamstrasya ma bhayam Govinda nama davena dagdhoyasyati bhasmatam. Do not fear the sharp teeth of the evil snake of Kali Yuga. By the forest fire of Govinda's name, it will be burned to ashes. Yai ghora Kali Yuge Hari Namashraye Krutakritya Bhaktagana Tyakta Anyashraye. In terrible Kali Yuga, by taking shelter of the Lord's name, the devotee becomes successful, having given up other shelters. The exclusive shelter of Krishna, Krishnaika Sharanam, in one sense is taking shelter of holy name exclusively, no other shelter. Namashraya Vina, what is this? Namashraya Kari Yatane Tumi, Thakava Apana Kaja, he says. Nama Ashraya. He says also, Nitai Charan Binar Nahi Ashray. Nityan Prabhu lotus feet are my only hope, only shelter. So like a Nam Ashray, Nam, Hari Nam, that's it. Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Aiva Kevalam. Kalo Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gatiranyata. So mind should become mad after holy name. That much you have to chant. And mind is crazy fellow. Will not first of all agree only with this proposal. What? You are crazy or what? How can I chant non-stop? No, no question. We are not going for this. Like that. So give a slap to the mind. Still required. Give kick, spit on the mind, and make sure that you go on chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just like children sometimes don't get subdued only. You have to give him slaps after slaps. Or criminals. So mind is compared to child. Mind is number one criminal of the creation. Number one terrorist, militant. उसको ऐसा पीटो कि नानी भी याद नहीं आ जाए, यानी वो बेहोश ही हो जाए. और फिर उसको बोलो चैंट हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Our acharyas have recommended both the paths, heavy and soft one. So whichever required. Morning time beat the mind 100 times with shoes, evening time 100 times with broom, and in between morning and evening millions of times with whatever comes in your hand. Maybe Kartali is worshipable, maybe this thing. This is not so powerful, in a sense very soft. एक ग्लास, ये बॉटल लेके उसको मारो, ग्लास लेके मारो, वॉच लेके मारो, जो भी हाथ में आता है millions of times you should beat in between morning and evening. Morning 100 times with the shoes, evening 100 times with the broom, and दिन भर crore times with whatever comes in your hand. Don't stop beating this fellow. Then it will cool down. Yes, Master, what is the order? Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You all are very controlled minded fellows, but I am talking about myself. For me, I have to beat. My mind is a rascal number one. You are all quite liberated souls. Your mind is Agyakari, under your, what do you call, direct order. But I have to work hard. Mind doesn't listen. In terrible Kali Yuga, by taking shelter of the Lord's name, the devotee becomes successful, having given up other shelters. Hare Keshava Govinda Vasudeva Jaganmaya Yai Nama Sankirtane Bada Sukhodaya. Intense happiness develops by chanting the names of Hari, Keshava, Govinda, and Vasudeva, who fills the universe. The intense happiness develops. When will that happen? कभी हबे बोलो से दीन मार अपराध घोची शुद्ध नामे रुचि कृपा बोले हबे हृदय संचार कभी हबे बोलो से दीन मार. So aparadha ghuchi, he says immediately. Because of offenses we are not able to chant. We get defeated. Krishna is kusumadapi komalam vajradapi katram. Softer than the softest persons and things of the creation. So softest in one sense is the petals of the lotus flower. But Krishna is softer than even those soft lotus petals of the lotus flower. But Krishna is also harder than the hardest, the way he had given hard time to Kamsa and other demons. So holy name, when we commit offenses, he will knock us down. You punch on our face and we will literally sleep also in japa. Because of our offenses, holy name, Krishna becomes very angry. How dare of you to offend my Vaishnavas? You think how very high of yourself? देखो कैसे मजा चखाता हूँ. So because that is demoniac mentality in us, a demon upsurging. So Krishna punches on our existence. But that only we become humble, surrender to Vaishnavas, Vaishnava Seva. All Vaishnavas are great. Only rascal is myself. And I should serve them. Anyhow, and it just doesn't take much to please Vaishnava. Just a little bit glass of water you give him, a little bit some Mahaprasad, not even whole laddu, little piece you give Prabhu. This is whatever Radha Kunji Pyari, and he is so much in ecstasy. Thank you, bro, thank you. क्या हो इतना छोटा सा तो है कि नहीं? But certainly materially it is small, spiritually it is glorious. One we know Narad Muni, how he got Mahaprasad, and Shivji got from his nails little bit stuck here and there, and Parvati begging and saying, what, I am Ardhangini. So because devotees know the glories of Mahaprasad, little bit you give them, they are ecstatic. They don't know that you ate 98% of that laddu and only 2% you are giving, because what happened, that 2% also you are about to take, and suddenly the devotee came in the door. He opened the door. I said, Prabhu, Mahaprasad for you. Thank you, Prabhu. You are so kind, Prabhu. एंड अरे ये अचानक कैसे टपका यहाँ से. मैं तो खिड़की से देखा था. अभी क्या, अभी दरवाजे के पास आ गया. ठीक है चलो, नो प्रॉब्लम. 98% तो खा लिया था मैंने, थोड़ा 2% गया तो गया, नो प्रॉब्लम. एटलीस्ट थैंक यू तो बोला उसने. उसको पता चला कि कितना बेनोवलेंट हूँ मैं. तो डिवोटीज आर वेरी मर्सीफुल. नहीं देन वो भी समझ गया बाहर से कि शायद दरवाज़ा बंद किया इसने, प्रभु अंदर कुछ खा रहे. तुरंत जाके देखता तो हूँ, नहीं तो नहीं, लेकिन हो सकता है कुछ मिल जाए. दरवाजा बंद कैसे किया इन्होंने, कुछ तो खा रहे होंगे. ओके. सदा यही गाय नाम विश्वास करिया कली बाधा नाही तार सदा शुद्ध हिया. The person who always chants the name with faith is not afflicted by Kali Yuga and is always pure in heart. So the way to keep ourselves aloof from Maya's effect, Kali Yuga's effect, is to always chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Prabhupada as a Grihastha was chanting every day 1 lakh Harinam. In that book of Her Grace Mula Prakriti Mataji, at least 3 of his god brothers have given statement that Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada's sannyasi name, was always chanting 1 lakh Harinam. Whenever we visited him in his house, we were always seeing him chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And many times they visited, but they found him not on beats, up the beats also. On the beats, whatever he had promised, committed during initiation to Guru. But apart from that, he would chant. That's how when he went to West, when the early followers asked, so Swamiji, how much you expect us to chant? He said, 64 flat. Now, who will tell? How many of you tell chant 64 rounds to others? When you Indian boys come to you or people come, Matajis come, old Matajis who are not retired, they were always retired in a sense. How many of you have told to chant 64 rounds? We will not dare because they'll say, आप कितने करते हैं जब? हम बोले हम तो 16 करते हैं कभी कभी 15 20 25 करते हैं आप करते हैं 20 25 और हमें बोल रहे 64 पागल नहीं क्या हम क्यों फॉलो करें so we won't dare to tell anyone to chant 6 Prabhupada could so nonchalantly just 64 and he said Swamiji that is too much thoda concession Prabhupada said okay 32 and 32 also will take 3-4 hours some more concession Prabhupada said 16 minimum and nothing less because Namacharya Haridas Thakur in speaking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speaks in terms of granthis. One granthi is equivalent to 4 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So 16 granthis should be chanted minimum. That is the recommendation. Our Haridas Thakur says that. Many scriptures say that. So 64 rounds is ideal. Mahaprabhu said, I will visit the house of a person only who is Laksheshwar for honoring prasadam. One who chants 1 lakh Harinam minimum daily. So why should we be proud when we are chanting less than 1 lakh Harinam? And if we really chant 1 lakh Harinam daily every day, we will become very humble. So there is no question of pride ever. When you are chanting less than 1 lakh Harinam, then also humble. And when you chant every day 1 lakh Harinam, then also you will be humble. There is no question of being proud. Harinama paraye cha घोरे कलियुगे नराः तयेव कृतकृत्याश्च न कलिर्बाधते हितान्. Those persons who are absorbed in the Lord's name in terrifying Kali Yuga are successful. Kali Yuga does not obstruct them. So when we chant the holy name of the Lord, Lord is not different from holy name, not different from that name. And then you also become his devotee. So where there is Krishna, the master of the mystic, and where there is devotee like Arjuna, like yourself, then victory will be there will be opulences there will be extraordinary power and morality. All 4 things. Tatra Sri Vijaya Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. All 4 things are compulsory to be present. So, done. Hare Keshava Govinda Vasudeva Jaganmaya Itirayanti Te Nityam Nahitan Badhate Kalihi. Those who constantly chant Hari, Keshav, Govinda, Vasudev, who fills the universe, are not obstructed by Kali Yuga. Naraki Kirtana Kare Hari Krishna Bali Hari Bhakta Hayyaya Divya Dhame Chali. The person in hell who chants the names of Hari and Krishna, becoming a devotee of the Lord, goes to the spiritual abode. So from there only, direct transfer. How we will chant? Some devotees association is required. Somehow we will chant. Yatha yatha harir nama kirtayanti sma narakaha tatha tatha haro bhaktim udvahanto divam yayuhu. Those residents of hell who chant the name of the Lord in hell after developing bhakti attain the spiritual world. Prarabdha khandana kevala hari name hoya jnana karme sei phala kabhuna milaya. One destroys prarabdha karmas only by chanting the Lord's name. Jnana and karma never produce this result. So prarabdha karma will also be destroyed. Certainly this last installment of prarabdha karma in terms of body will not be destroyed by the Lord as is required for practicing bhakti. But towards the end that also will be gone anyway. Vina hari kirtana kabhu karma bandha khandana na haya mumukshuta na he labdha. Without chanting the Lord's name, the bondage of karma is never destroyed and liberation is never achieved. Ye mukti labhile ara nahaya karma sanga rajastamo doshahina shunyamaya sanga. The person who attains liberation does not contact karma. The faults of rajas and tamas are absent. Association with maya is zero. So liberated person, no karma for him. So karma requires rajas, passion. The passion is not there, tamas is gone before, long before. So association maya is zero. Nataha param karma nibandha kuruntanam mumukshataam tirtha padanukirtanat nayat punah karma susajjate mano rajastamobhyam kalilam tato anyatha. There is no better way for those desiring liberation to cut the bondage of karma than chanting about the Lord, because by chanting, the mind does not again become attached to material actions. By other processes, the mind again becomes contaminated by rajas and tamas. म्रूयमाण क्लिष्ट जन पडिते खसिते म्रियमाण क्लिष्ट जन पडिते खसिते विवश हैया कृष्ण बले विवश हैया कृष्ण बले को न मते कर्मार्गल मुक्त हैया लभे परागति कलिकाले यहाँ नाही लभे अन्यमति. If a person dying, collapsing in pain, becoming unconscious, chants Krishna's name, he becomes free of the chains of karma and attains the supreme abode. In Kali Yuga, unintelligent people cannot attain this. Yannamadheyam riyamanatorah patanskalam va vivasho grunan puman vimukta karmargala uttamam gatim prapnoti yakshanti natam kalau janaha. Terrified, about to die, collapsing, with faltering voice, if a person utters the holy name of the Supreme Lord, he can be freed from the chains of karma and achieve the supreme destination. But still people in the age of Kali will not worship the Supreme Lord. Shraddha kari nama laile aparadha koti क्षमा करे कृष्ण यदि नाथा के कोटि नाटी इहाते विश्वास यार ना होय से जन बड़ई दुर्भागा तार nahi ka mochana. If one is not duplicitous, when one chants the name with faith, Krishna forgives millions of offenses. The person who has no faith in this is greatly unfortunate and cannot be liberated. So we should not be duplicitous. Sarala Koriyaman. Gao gao punaha gaurange raguna sarala Koriyaman. So one should be simple. Simplicity is required. Saralta. Mama namani lokesmin श्रद्धया यस्तु कीर्तयेत् तस्यापराधकोटिस्तु क्षमाम्येव न संशयः. He who sings my names with faith in this world without doubt is forgiven by me for 10 million offenses. So with faith one should chant without doubt. Mantra tantra chitra desha kala vastu dosha नाम संकीर्तने जाय पाय parama santosha. By chanting the name, faults of mantra, procedure, omissions, and faults of place and time are removed, and one attains the highest satisfaction. In deity worship, any one of these or all these things may happen, but no problem, because along with whole thing, we are chanting the holy names of the Lord. So all that is removed. Whatever deficiencies remain here and there. Satkarma pradhana nama ताहार आश्रये अन्य सत्कर्मेर सिद्धि हैबे निश्चये. The main satkarma is taking the name. By its shelter, all other satkarmas become definitely successful. मन्त्रतस्तन्त्रतश्छिद्रं देशकालार्हवस्तुतः सर्वं करोति निश्चिद्रम् अनुसंकीर्तनं तव. Who said this? Shukracharya. After Bali Maharaj was sent to Sutal, Lord Vamandev asked, hey, what happened? Your disciple, you did all this yajna. So how did he end up like this? So he, in the end, at the end, he glorifies. All faults in mantras, rules, in articles, participants, time and place are nullified by chanting your glories. Bhagavatam 8:23-16. Sarva Veda Dhika Nama Ihate Samshaya Ye Kare Tahara Kabhu Mangalana Hoya. The person who doubts that the name is greater than all the Vedas has no auspiciousness. So one should not doubt. Any question?
What is that verse is that Kritaya Dhayatu Vishnum Dwapare Tetaya Ajutamakhi Dwapare Pachayam Kalauta Dhargita. So isn't when people explain that verse, they say that because in Satyuga people could meditate, Dwapara Yuga they could do worship, and Treta Yuga they do yajna, and in Kali Yuga we can't do anything, so we should chant the holy name. So isn't that kind of like undermining the glory of the holy name? Like we can't do anything, so better chant Hare Krishna.
And this is the easiest, no? Other things are very difficult. In fact, those times also holy name was of the Lord was always there. People were chanting along with their other activities. But because they had extra powers, physical, mental, etc., so they wanted something more. Just like some devotees need a lot of physical services. क्योंकि जवानी है, बहुत power है, but थोड़ा बूढ़ा हो गया वगैरह तो, so like that. So for them it was there, those other things. That time also holy name was having the potency. But because people wanted something extra, so they were given.
So just by chanting the holy name in the other yugas also they can attain perfection, go back to Godhead.
Yes, but then they would
Because
have that.
specifically it said Harinam, Harinam.
Because other things we cannot do only. Who can meditate for thousands of years? We can't live for 100 years also. And who can perform yagyas? We don't have pure ghee only. One drop we don't have. What to speak of thousands of liters. Nor can constructing huge temples and elaborate deity worship. That is not possible. We have some simple, Prabhupada said, keep it simple, deity worship. Don't complicate it like that. Certainly, beauty should be there, decoration nicely, but don't complex it, make it very complicated like that. So for us, any other? Yes, Ujjwal Nilmani Prabhu.
Prabhuji, we try to chant like it is said here, always chanting the holy name. We try sometime, but we are not able to continue.
So then, if you are tired, then serve some Vaishnavas. By the blessings of the Vaishnavas, you will be able to untiringly chant. Krishna Prem means three things: Name Ruchi, Vaishnava Seva, Jivdaya. So in case we don't have so much taste for chanting 24 hours, which in one sense we don't have, so then Vaishnava Seva you do. Or some Jiva you preach to compassionately, considering him to be like your younger brother. You are fortunate to get grace of Guru and Krishna, but he doesn't have that. Unless somebody was compassionate to you, you got mercy. Like that, you be compassionate to this person and others, and then give them. Say all three are representation of our Krishna Prem only. Every morning we say, no? So the desired result, success, Krishna Prem. The Krishna Prem means you can see very clearly. You can see how much you have Krishna Prem in your life, in your heart, in terms of how much you have taste for holy name, how much you are eager to serve Vaishnavas and you serve Vaishnavas, and how much you are compassionate to other living entities. So you have to get into all three. And if you keep serving Vaishnavas, more and more Vaishnavas in a better and better way, so then your strength for chanting will increase. That Nashta Prayasho Abhadrisha also. Anathas will go away. Then once anathas are quite reduced, then chanting is very easy. It's a damn easy thing in the creation. It could not have been anything easier than chanting the holy name. Lord is so merciful. Easiest thing. But we fellows, engineers, are not famous for simple things. We make things complex. So chanting so simple, we make it so complex, and then we face difficulty. We only made it complicated. So complication is Vaishnava Aparadh. Complication is Jiva Himsa. So take the antidote, Vaishnava Seva and Jivodaya. So then to the degree you do Jivodaya, to that degree Himsa will reduce. To the degree you do Vaishnava Seva, Vaishnava Aparadh will reduce. And then Nam you will be able to relish. Then 24 hours you can chant. 16 rounds on the beats, unlimited rounds off the beats. As is only Satsarup Das Goswami Maharaj writes in Japa Reform Notebook. So try as much as possible, especially on the days like Ekadashi, empowerment is there from superior Vaishnavas only, that chant 64 rounds at least. So might as well बहती गंगा में हाथ धो लो, तो उस दिन तो करो, बाकी दिन करो थोड़ा जितना 17 तो शुरू करो रोज, every day minimum 17 rounds, 16 morning and daytime somewhere 1 round, and then slowly try to increase, and some days try to put more effort. But when you feel no अभी नहीं बहुत हो गया, last round ठीक है, last round, then find out some Vaishnava, serve him, and in the course of finding Vaishnava you come across some Jiva, be merciful to him, give him Krishna in some way or the other. So if only exercise these three things continuously in your life, at least the other two, apart from whatever chanting you are doing, then your chanting process will be empowered. You will develop ruchi, taste for holy name, because it will reflect. This is each of these two, they are Krishna Prem. So if the Krishna Prem is seen over here, develops over here, by the mercy of Vaishnava, they will be always merciful. Despite our drawbacks, they will accept us, tolerate us. And similarly, Jivas also will highly appreciate you. Arey Prabhu, बहुत merciful है, मुझे महाप्रसाद देते हैं हर बार. तो again 98% you honor, 2% उसको देता तो बोलता कितना प्रभु उज्जवल नील प्रभु इतने अच्छे हैं, हर बार जाता हूँ मंदिर तो ऐसा महाप्रसाद देते हैं. तो so by their blessings, then your Name Ruchi will be empowered. And to the degree Vaishnava Aparadh and Jiva Himsa continues, to that degree forget it. You can't be successful in Nama Ruchi. कितना भी जोर मारो आप हायर गियर ही नहीं गया, गियर टूट जाएगा आपका, क्योंकि यू आर ब्रेकिंग द दैट प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कृष्ण प्रेम. कृष्ण प्रेम इज सीन in terms of these three only. There is no fourth thing. So if you are offending Vaishnavas, Krishna everywhere glorifies his Vaishnavas. He's never alone. Vaishnavas are always there. You know, in South, this small Ranganath, because of the fear of the Mughals and Mughals were attacking, they immediately constructed a wall between big Ranganath and main entrance. So in the Mughals came, अरे कहाँ गए लॉर्ड को, कहाँ लेके, इतना बड़ा था वो, किधर गया वो पता ही नहीं उनको कि वॉल के पीछे, लेकिन छोटे वाले को वो लेके गए. 150 devotees left Srirangam, and they were going. And anytime Mughals would come very close, now next they are going to attack only, immediately they would dig a hole in the ground, they would put Ranganath, small Ranganath inside, and 2 devotees would go inside, and all other devotees would cover up with the mitti, because Lord cannot be alone. How can you keep Lord Ranganath alone in the ground? So 2 devotees would be next standing, and these devotees would cover up. After some investigation, the Muslims would understand they don't have. They would go away, then immediately they would remove only the part where Ranganath is. No need to dig here, because underground Vaishnavas, how long they will live? Means human being, how long they can live? 2-3 minutes is enough for you to die. 2-3 minutes is also too much. So, ऐसे करते करते by the time around 75 years later when they came back, very few Vaishnavas have remained. Because every time Lord Ranganath inside ground with 2 devotees inside, not one also. तो गए 150 निकल गए, then 148, 146, 144, reducing. 75 years they were running around protecting Lord. So Lord is never alone. He's always with his devotees who are his dear children. So Vaishnava Aparadh is the greatest danger for spiritual progress. And another jivas are also sarva bhuteshu manmati. See me in all the living entities. Ishvara sarva bhutanam vriddhesha arjuna tishtas. How dare we can? That shows our ignorance basically. Anybody who has surrendered to Guru and has gained knowledge from him, he will never offend any jiva. He will want to serve him mercifully, at least compassionately. So Nam means Ruchi, Vaishnava means Seva, and Jiva means Daya. This has to be the principle. So apart from these 3, you don't come across any 4th thing in life. You either come across holy name only, towards whom you have to have taste, and you don't come across holy name, then you are coming across Vaishnavas. So then serve them. And apart from that, you come across Jivas, then you Be compassionate. Give them Krishna in some way. So exercise this unlimitedly. Devotional service in practice. Vaidhi sadhan bhakti means devotional service in practice. Unlimited practice has to be there. Whatever all of us are expert in different fields, we have practiced it kind of unlimitedly. Somebody may be expert in cooking, somebody in singing, somebody in kartal, mridang playing, or whatever. So unlimited practice is required. It requires many lifetimes. And there are verses, I think in Padma Puran, I have it. Anybody who has been worshipping deities for 100 lifetimes, another place it is a Sahastra, 1000 lifetimes. On his tongue, 24 hours holy name will be there. So one requires to undergo that many lifetimes of deity worship, and if not, in this life you have to unlimitedly practice. So a lot of backlog is remaining for us. By Vaishnava's grace, Prabhupada's mission, we have come somehow, maybe without much qualification. But now we can not exactly earn qualification, but exercise, practice. Okay? Yes.
Statement of Prabhupada that he said, chant 16 round, follow 4x, and you can go back to God.
Yes, 50 years.
50
Prabhupada
years.
said more than enough. I have one clip. 50 years. And for that, you will need to be in the ashram of devotees. Alone, eka ki amar nahi paable. So you have to stay in the ashram of devotees. The devotee will say, "Na Prabhu, aaj our morning program." So you have to attend morning program. So, yes. Okay, thank you all very much. Sri Harinam Prabhu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari.